All you want is my hunger. All you need is my pain. Nothing in between ever meant you lost.
Why, hello. So it's been forever. And I just want to start by saying thanks to everyone who's kind of like stuck around and waited, because I have been meaning to make content in the longer form video as I prefer to do. But when I went home, I had ambition to keep going on YouTube here, and I just realized that it was going to be not something that I could really sustain at the time. I was just honestly a little bit just like contending with the fact that I wasn't able to be here anymore, that I had to kind of just like put my whole life on pause basically. So I hadn't been putting content out on YouTube, but I have been putting content out on other platforms. Mostly just short form video or pictures just to keep you guys updated, like, hey, I'm still here, I'm alive. And, you know, just doing other things while I was outside of the country. I was trying to fill my time with as much as I could. So that looked like me picking up a job while I was home. That looked like me going on my days off to spend time with family. So between working and time with family and friends coming up to visit, I really didn't have a whole lot of extra time like I would have liked to be able to record. And I should have just taken my camera with me on a lot of that, but you know, it felt like an extra step that at the time I was not focused on. I was focused on just making sure that I could really just enjoy the time that I had and the time that I was spending with family. So at that time, I just kind of chose to not record as much, you know, and that is what it is. Like, I'm okay with that because I don't know when the next time is that I'll be able to spend with family in that way, where you're kind of just like last minute on the fly, joining plans and being able to just like be there and be there in a way that's different than if I had my own house. I got to kind of split time. So I spent some time down in Boston, I spent some time up in Maine. It allowed me to see both sides of the family and just kind of like enjoy a summer in New England again, which I hadn't done in a while. Every time I go home to visit, when I see either my side of the family or my husband's side of the family, it's really around the holidays. It was nice to be able to just kind of like spend extended time seeing both sides of the family. So I got to go kayaking. I went like 3-4 times, which is just like one of my favorite things to do, is to be out on the water, whether it's the ocean or a lake. So I got to do that. I had friends come up to visit. So I had my friend Barbie come up, I had my friend Lee come up, and then, you know, obviously I got to see them. I spent 4th of July with them, I spent my birthday with them, and yeah, it just was something that I feel like I needed for a while. So honestly, when I first got there though, it was not something that I was all that eager to take advantage of, because I got there when it was still cold. I thought I was gonna get to experience the best time of the year here in Adana, which is the spring. That's when the temperatures are perfect. You know, when I first arrived in New England, I can't say I was necessarily that excited. Like I said, I was a little bit apprehensive because I didn't want to leave. You know, going was not something that I really looked forward to doing. It's not something that excited me at all. I was enjoying spending the time here that I had, and it really broke apart my routine and made me have to just kind of figure it out, because it was something that I had to find out what to do and how to adjust. And you know, I talk about change a lot on this channel, and it was a change that I didn't see coming. And unfortunately, it was a change that I didn't have much control over. So it was a little bit harder to let this one happen the way it happened at first. But then as time went on, it got easier. I spent some time in cafes, I spent time with family, I spent time with friends, and I saw that that time that I had was a little bit limited and that I should actually just enjoy it for what it was. Like, I felt like I was back in a time when, you know, like I was living at home with my parents and there were less responsibilities. I can't say the same for this time around. There were still responsibilities that I had. There's things that I did, like picking up a job and working in the area and just like doing what I had to do. And I got to make some friends along the way, and I got to kind of relive a time that I had back when I was, gosh, I don't know, it's like right after high school, middle of college, like, you know, I was working as a barista at a previous job that I had that you guys may have seen in previous videos. That was fun, but also eye-opening in terms of just that, you know, I'm not the age that I was when I did it before. So there were like new challenges that I didn't expect to see, but also it was just nice because I got to see it in another like frame of mind. Because when I went there before, that job was like my whole world, right? Like in my mind at that time, I was like all in all the time. I was building a career around it, and I wanted to do something further with that type of work. Not barista-ing, but the impact that that company has on communities. It kind of opened my eyes to some of the things that I really value and I think is important to stand for. Just to give you guys updates on what's been going on here, like I know you can see the plant up there. I had someone who was able to take care of my plants while I was away. There was a couple trips that they had to go on, so unfortunately not all of them have really survived. Most of them have survived, and especially my Monstera. I was looking away because it's right there staring at me with its beauty. But yeah, so my Monstera did fantastic. It's thriving, it's so happy. It has another new leaf. ZZ plants are so easy to care for. That plant has been thriving just fine. My Croton, not doing as great. It's alive, but somehow most of its leaves have fallen. And that's just because of the inconsistency. Like, this plant is very picky. It really wants to be in an extremely consistent environment. And so like watering it at the exact same intervals is very crucial for this plant, and getting the right amount of sunlight. So unfortunately, when that person was on vacation, the couple times that they took their trips, my Croton might have taken the brunt of it. My asparagus fern, on the other hand, is not in the best of sorts. It's still alive. I see green growing in there, but it took it pretty hard when the person was on the trip. So we're gonna try and revive that poor plant. We're gonna see if it comes back. I'm seeing some green coming through. I'm worried that that's just how it was, and that it's gonna need to either be trimmed a lot, let the old branches go to let new grow, or that I just have to kind of start from square one with that plant. My spider plant is doing okay. Actually, it looks better than when I left, which is sad and interesting. If you don't know, spider plants are not my favorite plant. So the fact that it's thriving is pretty funny to me, because somehow it's just doing better when someone else was taking care of it, and that's just, I guess, something to chalk up to their skills and not mine when it comes to that plant. My lavender is dead, and so is my plant that my husband gave me on his trip. It looks pretty sad as well. I will have to replace that one, and I'm gonna replace the lavender. So we've got some plants to replace, which means there might be some content on that, but I'm happy to say that I am finally home, that I have already had my birthday, So if you didn't see the post, I posted on a few of my social medias the video of me when I turned 30, so you can see how I celebrated by the lake. I've got some trips coming up, so I kind of want to get everything going again, get a more consistent recording, editing schedule, so that by the time I'm going on these trips, I'll take you guys with me. You'll see these trips. There's some pretty exciting things we're gonna do, and I'm going to make sure that I am taking you guys along the way, because it's gonna be really cool to go see all these things and do these things that I'm gonna be doing in the next couple of months. So if you haven't followed me on other socials, you can find me under the same name. I will put the different ones here, and if you already do, then thank you. And if you don't, then follow along, because I'll be posting both there and here, and you guys can kind of follow along on all parts of the journey. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for sticking around. See you soon.
Stay